Faith is a certified new home specialist, also an internet proficient realtor, a graduate of the Realtor Institute, and also a performance management network certified. Faith is proud to be a Toastmaster and is grateful for her club for allowing her to skill her knees as she navigates through the projects, and for the positive encouragement given as she develops her speaking and leadership skills. Faith will be speaking from the Competent Communicator Manual, Project 8, Get Comfortable with Visual Aids. Faith is facilitating a leadership skill training workshop for emerging leaders from across the country within the Women's Council of Realtors organization. She will be speaking to incoming local chapter presidents about the tools they will need to be successful leaders. Today, Faith will be presenting Preparing to Lead. Please welcome Faith to speak.
Good morning, WCR members. Good morning. For this session, we'll be looking at some styles and some tools that emerging leaders and skilled leaders must recognize and adapt in order to be successful. These are our learning objectives. We'll be reviewing some leadership styles, and we'll have you recognize and hopefully capitalize on your personal style. We'll also be looking at our personal leadership traits, and these are traits that you must possess in order to be successful. And then we'll be reviewing some strategies to manage conflict. Leadership comes with many roles. To be effective in your roles as a leader, you must be confident in your ability to lead. Confident leaders know that their personality and leadership style reinforces who they are. Today, we'll review three of the most popular leadership styles that are widely represented, and I hope you can recognize your personality style in some of these. First, let's look at the autocratic style. That style is sometimes referred to as the authoritarian style of leadership. The leader provides clear expectations for what needs to be done, when it should be done, and how it should be done. This style of leadership usually works well if you're leading a group that lacks knowledge about the project or where the leader is the most knowledgeable member of the group. This leadership style, this is important, can produce high results on some projects, but it's least likely to retain long-term loyalty. Look at the next one, the participative style. This style encourages the group to get involved with the decision-making process. Under this style, the group members always bring their best work or their best selves to any task. And this style garners long-term support and loyalty. Well, let's look at the next one. Have you ever been in a group where the leader approaches the task with great passion and just makes you feel energized? That's our transformational leaders. They're energetic and they inspire you to be energized. They're enthusiastic, and their enthusiasm feeds the group's creativity and passion. Not only are they concerned about the project that you're working on or the process, but they're also focused on helping you, the individual in the group, succeed. So those are the three types of leadership styles that we talked about, and I hope you can identify yourself somewhere in these three. Also, I'd like for you to take the time to go online and do a leadership assessment quiz. I've given you the website. It's in your handout that you have on your seats, that you can follow along with me. And it's an 18 question. You'll get the results right away. It's really neat. You should take that. All right, well, let's look at another tool of leadership. Another tool of leadership is vision. Having clear vision is another essential tool of leadership. Visionary leaders are successful because they have a clear picture of where they want to go and they know how they must get there. Jack Welch, who is the former CEO of General Electric, said that good business leaders create the vision, they articulate the vision, they passionately own the vision, and then they relentlessly drive it to completion. Driving the vision to completion is going to require action. In fact, the ability to take action is the mark of every great leader. Well, leadership is also described as the process of influencing or directing the behavior of others towards accomplishing a shared goal. And in order to be successful in doing that, directing and influencing others, we must possess as leaders and demonstrate some essential traits. Let's look at those traits. Integrity, trust. In order for others to follow us, they must be able to trust us. Dedication, generosity, always giving credit for tasks done well and be willing to take the blame when things go wrong. Another one is humility. Creativity creates an open atmosphere that inspires everybody on the team. Openness. Another one is fairness. This is important. Always checking the facts before making judgments and being slow to leap to conclusions without evidence. A sense of humor. Effective leaders know how to use humor to not only energize but to diffuse conflict. And assertiveness, being able to communicate with no misunderstandings. Now we're going to look at, as a leader, you are going to be called on to resolve conflict. So when people work together, conflict is always likely to arise, and the group will look to the leader to resolve these conflicts. Here are some simple strategies that are effective. Let all members take their turn in presenting their speech. Allow them to speak. Don't interrupt. Don't raise your voice. Have the members discuss the areas that they agree on. Have them review a list of possible solutions, and then have them evaluate each of those solutions, reach a consensus on the best ones, remembering that your role as the leader is to move the group from the problem and onto the solutions. Well, my objective today, which I feel we've accomplished, was to help you, when you leave the session, be better prepared to lead. We talked about leadership styles, we talked about the essential traits of leadership, and we also looked at some strategies to circumvent and resolve conflicts. I hope this workshop was as valuable to you as you embark on your leadership journey. Madam, Mr. Toastmaster.